What's up, guys? It's your boy Brennan, aka Drip, back with another video. In today's video, we have my teammate Steel for his first deck profile on the channel. It's kind of crazy. Chris got one before him. I was fucking with Chris. But no, he's been around for about 2 years and hasn't got any kind of profile on the channel. And I figured you all would like this one. So I figured I'd get the goo and get the sauce and get the napkins and stuff to wipe up the sauce. But without further ado, what'd you play and what'd you play against today?
Okay, so the profile I'm doing is not what I played tonight. Tonight I played Dynamorphy branded.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But so, you have been playing this, though.
Yes.
You're still getting acquainted with it. I think it can go farther than you have been with it so far, but you're still working with it. You did your own little twist on it, right?
Yes, yeah.
And what you said, did you already say what it was already? What is it?
I mean, I don't know exactly.
Water control.
Yeah, it is. It's water control. It's Umi Lock.
Yeah, Umi Lock Kaioshin.
But we'll get into it, and then I'll show you what the spice that I use is.
Okay, all right, cool.
So, start with the main deck. Of course, we run 3 of the Ocean Lord.
Hold on, I just realized something. Your playmat's got all the goats on it, but don't have the goat, so I'm going to put the goat right there.
Is he a Jinchuriki?
Huh?
Is he a Jinchuriki?
Nah, it don't matter. He might as well be. He be carrying fucking Naruto's ass in him all the time, bro. Never mind. Let's go ahead, go.
Alright, so as long as Umi's on board with this card, it will, on your opponent's side of the board, or actually on the board completely, you can only control 1 non-water. So if your opponent builds full board and you go second, and you drop this on them, then it's not an activated effect, it's a field check, so they don't have a choice to respond to it. They just have to clear their board and leave one up, unless they control another water, and then they have 2 up.
It's like a goes and match on the legs.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
And then its other effect is it can add 1 Umi, Kaioshin, or Sea Stealth card to your hand once per turn during the main phase. After him, we have 3 Electric Jellyfish. This is your big negate.
Jellyfishy.
And it's your extender. So if you once per turn, you can send 1 Umi from hand, field, or deck to the grave, and then you can special summon 1 water monster from the deck. And then once per turn, quick effect. As long as you have an Umi on board, you can negate the activation of a spell card or a monster effect. And he gains 600 attack and defense every time he does that, and it stays with him. It doesn't go away.
That's kind of poggers.
Yeah. Next we have the one of Mega Fortress Whale. It's kind of your big beater. As long as you have Umi on board, every water monster you can control can attack your opponent directly, no matter what's on the board. And then during your opponent's battle phase, if they go into battle phase while he's on board, whether Umi's up or not, he can destroy one monster on their side of the board.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Then this is kind of some sauce that I run in here. I run Magical Libra. I got this idea from another YouTuber's profile. I don't remember, or I would say it, but the big reason I run this is because it's a normal water monster. It's level 4, and it's a tuner. So it has a lot of different plays you can go into with Xyz or Synchro. So, yeah.
And you summon that off of Fish Sonar, right?
Yes, use Fish Sonar, bring that out. This is another little package we run. So we have 2 Abyss Shark and 1 Crystal Shark. So what's cool about these guys is they are level 5s, but if you control a water, you can special summon him, and then it will search him out, and he will special summon himself because you control him. And then if you use them for an Xyz play, they can manipulate their level to be a 5, 4, or 3, as long as you're summoning a number monster between 101 and 107.
Nice.
So, next we got hand traps. So we have DD Crow, 2 DD Crow, and the in archetype hand trap Doom Kraken. So we all know what DD Crow does. Group 1 from the graveyard, banish it.
No, it banishes a tier. It don't banish my shell. Why only 2? Do you just not have room, or you not have a 3rd copy, or what's up?
Just didn't have room.
Didn't have room?
Yeah. So the deal with Doom Kraken is, as long as Umi is on board, I can quick effect target 1 water monster I control and 1 monster my opponent controls. and I can bounce them both back to the hand and then special summon the Doomkraken out. And then during the battle phase, he can actually bounce himself back to the hand and negate the battle.
Okay.
So, yeah, or negate the attack, I should say.
Does it end the battle phase or just the attack?
Let me double check that.
If it ends the battle phase, that's kind of
just
strong.
negates the attack.
I was about to say, if it ends the battle phase, that'd be hot.
Nice. So there's the monster list. Next we're moving into spells. So we've got 3 fish sonar.
Bread and
This
butter.
is the ultimate searcher in this deck.
Yeah.
You can add 1 level 7 or lower water monster.
It's a damn Rhoda and E-Telly.
From deck to hand, as long as you have Umi. And then if you have Umi on board with that, you can special summon 1 water normal monster.
Yeah, which is where that Libra comes
Yes.
in.
Yes.
Freaking Rhoda and E-Telly on legs, bro. That card's so good.
Then of course we run the 3 legendary ocean. I mean that's just key staple.
Shout outs to Dawson for the higher rarities,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Feels good.
Yes. Pulled 1 of our own, but he gave us the other 2.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay. No more common boys today.
No. After that we run 3 Sea Stealth 2.
Oh man.
So Sea Stealth 2 is a Umi pretty much anywhere. You can use it with Electric Jellyfish to pitch it for his special summon effect, and then it also counts as Umi Engrave, and you'll see its synergy that comes up with that later. But as long as it's on the board, all of your water monsters cannot be targeted with non-water monster effects.
That's kind of good.
And then once during the battle phase, you can special summon 1 water monster in defense position, but it's destroyed at the end of the the end of the
you
battle
probably
phase.
just want to synchro with it or XE with it anyway,
Nope.
aren't you?
There's actually, I'll show you later where
Okay.
it comes in. I'll
More
set
sauce,
one to
more
the side,
sauce.
Yeah.
Buttery goodness.
And then we run 3 prosperity. I mean, you know, if you're going first, it's just an easy search. So
That card's so pretty, bro.
then we run 2 Fury of the Kaioshin.
You're welcome.
So obviously, you know, we're running Torrential Tribute, but it's just super easy to use.
Yeah.
Just get it in the graveyard and then activate Torrential Tribute, banish it, and it
One-sided torrential.
It protects your side of the board and gets rid of theirs.
It's a water return.
We run the 1-of Terraforming. It doesn't come up very often just because it's the 1-of, but still when it does, it's nice to get those legendary oceans out there.
Yeah. I was going to say, no Mystic Mine. That bitch banned.
I did used to run Mystic Mine. I'll admit it.
Shit gone.
It's alright. Next we have 3 Foolish Burial Goods.
1 card
So obviously we're either sending the Fury of Kaioshin or we're sending Sea Stealth 2 off of this.
And the
also,
other card that
there's
you
also,
have,
I'm thinking about putting this in, it's Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. So we have to add the Emerald Tortoise just because of the effect, but it's a automatic field spell on board. So
What's really nice too, as a lot of people don't know, is if I think I'm going to make him end up playing this, and this is going to probably bite me in the ass because I'm a tier player, but you could run 1 Necro Valley and then search the Necro Valley with this. And then if you have Sea Stealth 2 on board, that can be your Umi.
Yes.
And then you have Necro Valley, and then you basically have everything that you need.
Yep.
So remember that if I were you guys, I'd probably play that. Now, if you were play that, will you just add it in, or would you take stuff out?
I would add it in. I would take
Add it
something
in?
out and add it in, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then we've got 3 Cosmic Cyclone. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty basic. Pay the 1,000, banish whatever spell.
I think
trap
these
on
might
board
be the ones that you could probably swap out for the Necro Valleys and
with
stuff.
the Rainbow Bridge and the
yeah,
Tortoise,
Rainbow
yeah.
Bridge, yeah, because Mystic Mine's gone. We don't need to worry about that no more.
No. I mean, it's still good when you're playing up against Flu and they
Yeah.
activate their spell card.
Yeah, fucking.
Because then it never leaves and they just tribute everything.
You're right. No man, you know what? Keep them in.
And then to round out the spells, we have Dark Ruler No More.
Yeah, that's pretty
just
solid.
easy board breaker.
Yeah, you need it.
Sometimes I do brick with it, which kind of sucks just because I don't have anything to extend off of it with. But when it does come in clutch, it comes in clutch. So now we're going into our traps. So we run 3 Sea Stealth Attack. So this is the card that has synergy with Sea Stealth 2. So when you activate Sea Stealth Attack, it will bring an Umi back from grave, which is where your Sea Stealth 2 comes in. So it will activate the Sea Stealth 2 in grave and put it back on your board. Then, now you control your Umi. So once per turn, you can banish 1 water monster and protect all your spells and traps, and it will return at the end phase. So if you go into battle phase, use Sea Stealth 2 to bring back a monster, you can use Sea Stealth Attack to banish it and dodge its destruction effect. So that monster will come back in the end phase, and it doesn't get destroyed from Sea Stealth too.
Sweet.
The secondary effect of this is if you still controlling Umi, in the damage step, if your opponent battles a water monster whose original level was 5, or I believe it's 5 or lower. It's 5 or higher. Sorry, my bad. 5 or higher. The opponent's monster is destroyed, no matter what. Just automatic pop.
Moral of the story, guys, if you don't already know, protect Umi at all costs.
Yes. Next we run Kyroshin's Dark Reef. This is pretty much automatic summon Mega Fortress Whale. That's all it is. Just summon Mega Fortress Whale and win. That's your win con. And then that's usually what I use when I'm pushing for game. I search it off of Dragon Lord and then grab the other. And then to round out traps, we have Torrential Tribute, which we all know what TT does.
Yep.
And then I have, dabbled with playing the Warrior of Atlantis and the Maiden of Aqua, which are all basically either grab a Umi from deck with a terraforming, or it's an Umi on board, but it felt like besides being that, it wasn't anything else, so it wasn't necessary to be in the deck.
Okay. Extra deck time.
Yes, so now we're moving to the extra deck. So this is where the Magical Libra comes in. As long as Legendary Ocean's not on board, and we have this and Electric Jellyfish, which can come back anyways by the next turn, we can get White Aura Whale and just clear a board. Just Regeki everything and then attack twice. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. After White Aura Whale, we have the Abyss Dweller. So, we don't like tier. It's pretty much what it boils down to. So then we have this little package here. It's the Silent Honor Arc Nash Knight package. So essentially Honor Arc, we all know it rips 1. But Nash Knight, if you grab it, it's like Honor Arc +1. So it'll have 2 materials on it. You banish the 2, you attach the Honor Arc, and then steal one of your opponent's monsters. And then you can just play it again, and then you detach the number 47. I mean, you won't get to take your opponent's monster again that second time, but again, you get 2 steals instead of 1. The Nightmare Shark I just added, so I haven't got to run it yet, but I am definitely excited to. If we're playing more defensively, we have this package right here. Just 2 Bahamut, 1 Toad, because you never know when you can make a Bahamut, and Toad is an Omni Negate, so it's pretty great, and it bounces back. So now we're going into in the side deck we have Winter Cherries, so I'm going into my cherries targets here. These are
so
also.
That was it for the extra deck. Oh no, this is
and then also this is like Prost fodder depending on what I'm playing. So we have Sigma, Access Code Talker. These aren't really the targets. Oral Code. Those are more my Prost targets, but then and Zeus. But the 2 I've got here are Gigantic and Kit Kalos. So going against a Sprite player or a tier player, you hit them with cherries with one of these. They really don't see it coming because a lot of people don't know what this deck does, and it completely slows down their plays.
I was going to say it slows down and it forces the simplified game state.
Yeah, so it's very, very nice.
Because I know both decks would struggle losing all copies of these.
Yeah.
In both decks.
So it's very nice.
More so tier than Sprite, but
right.
Yeah.
Zeus we can also make if we need to.
I was going to say, yeah, because if you're using all those honor arcs and stuff, you can make a huge Zeus.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty nice. If you want to do side deck, we can do side deck.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see the sauce, which it's still work in progress.
Yeah, it's still got some stuff coming in. So I have Torpedo Takedown. I've just now added this, and I've got 2 more coming in because I want to run 3 of it. But it is really, really nice with Honor Arc or Nash Knight. So pretty much the deal is I can target 1 Water Xyz monster I control. I can detach a material from it and then inflict 400 points of damage to my opponent for each card in my hand. And then the monster that I did that with gains attack equal to the damage that my opponent took. And then I can also banish this from the graveyard and draw 2 cards. So
it's really good in time and a Pot of Greed.
Yeah, so it's a Pot of Greed, it's a burn, and a life point and an attack gain. So if you're pushing for game, this is really, really nice. I just found this, and it actually helped me win a game 2 weeks ago. So a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So it was really nice. We have 3D barrier. We don't like fusion, so it's pretty much what it boils down to. We got the 3 winter cherries, so you know, consistency as long as we can see them.
You know what? I just realized I'm really happy I haven't played you yet, bro. No, on a real note, since I've been playing tier for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, this man has dodged me every time.
We got 2 Lancia. The Lancia is really nice for when you're playing flu.
Yeah, see, you don't need 3. You know why you run 2? Because bird shit is 2 syllables, so you only need 2. Bird shit, all right? That's why you don't need 3.
I did think about adding a V-World in just for extra.
God, overkill.
Because
yeah, hey man, that turtle can search the Z-World.
Because I don't need,
foolish burial goods.
All my stuff's based off of being water, so it doesn't matter about typing. So.
I know. I'm just saying though, like with the foolish burial goods, can end up being a terraforming for Z-World. Man, you know what? You need to do that right now.
Then we have Drone Lockbird.
My God, you really hate Flea, don't you? God damn. Not only does he hate Flea, he got the go rare, so them motherfuckers float to the top.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We got the 1 Pank.
Pank. Yep. Come to 3.
Oh yeah, please. Especially with Kashtira out there right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Kashtira out there, being out there and Pank.
And then to finish it out, we have the 3 Dark Holes.
Yeah.
Dark Hole. So if TT don't work, we're going to hit with Dark Hole.
Yeah. I was also telling him too, because his side deck is kind of incomplete, but I was telling him too that I think he should run the Sanctum package with Trap Tricks, because he's already running traps too, and he has a couple of normal traps in his deck, like Torrential and that one that summons the big whale and everything for free. He could end up probably running the Sanctum package with Trap Tricks and then run Scythe that kind of give him more of an oomph going first to be able to slow his opponent down. And it can be able to search his Trap Trick can search either his Sanctum, his Torrential, his D-Barrier, or if he wanted to run an extra copy of that one normal trap that summons the whale, he could indirectly banish it and then search it too. So it opens up his opportunity window, because for himself, I know Dark Hole's not going to really be that much of a it'll be a staple, but it won't be a staple like the other ones won't be as bad, but as much of a staple. So I think if you're building this deck and you're wanting help with a side deck, I take what he has and what he said he was going to add, like 2 and 3 of that torpedo card, most definitely. This, and I'm sure he's going to end up probably adding the Sanctum package too. I'd recommend doing that too, because it'll help you push for game and gives you more resources. But yeah. But that's it for the main and extra side, right?
Yeah, that's what we're about.
Sorry about that, guys. My phone ran out of room because I just forget to delete all my old profiles and stuff that I record. But yeah, with the side deck, I would probably go that route.
Oh, I know what I was saying. Yeah.
But yeah, we were also getting the main deck.
Right. You asked about count. I think it's like 42 or 43. It's not too far over that it hurts consistency. But you know, there's enough in there to really help you push when you need it. And there's so much searchability and recyclability in this deck. And it's so much dodgeability, especially like if you literally have this card here and this card here, you're practically invincible on board.
I was going to say, while we're already here, go ahead and show us what the ideal end board is.
Yeah. I got you. So I can walk you through a combo really quick. So we'll say that's your spell and trap, like you're looking at it.
Because it's kind of hard to do an actual combo with this deck, mainly because like it's a mid-range / control deck. So
I'd say it combos out a little bit.
But,
yeah. If we're talking end board though, you want more than likely probably him there, him there, and then. Mainly I'll have Whale. It'll either be Whale or it'll be Honor Arc, and Honor Arc will usually have 1 material on it, which is stolen from the opponent.
Is this a quick effect?
Which part of it?
The Raigeki effect?
It's an on-summon effect.
So are you summoning this on your opponent's turn, or if you're going first, what's the point of summoning that? That was my only question.
Oh, I mean, big body.
Big booty?
Yeah, big booty. I mean, if I happen to be going second though, and I didn't get through with this, like something got negated, but I still wind up having Jellyfish and Libra on board. Yeah, I can still make that.
So if you're going first, though, wouldn't you probably make Bahamut and then bring out Toad? If you're going first, it'll be this, and Bahamut, and then Toad.
Yeah, yeah, usually. usually speaking, it's going to be.
So yeah, because you always usually probably want to make that well going second. And this is probably if you open just cracked and your opponent lets you go
right,
off.
and then you probably have this here. So what probably happened was you did fish sonar. You got both of these, and then you used this effect to bring out him by pitching a Umi, which is probably your legendary ocean out of deck. Then you may use these two to make shark. Shark makes toad. Go battle phase. Stealth will bring this back. And then before you exit battle phase, sea stealth attack to banish this.
So how are you going? Oh, one quick question though. How are you going to do that if you're going first? So if you're going first, wouldn't this be attached to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, not now. It'd be engraved.
It'd be engraved, so you
Right.
you detach that back.
Right. And then you go opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Say they do something, they go to battle phase. You bring this back, and then you use that to banish it, or your Dragon Lord, because those are the two you want to hang on to.
Yeah.
Toad will give you a negate anyways, and then he'll usually keep the board clean. So, and Jellyfish will also give you a negate. So you have two negates on board. One comes back. So.
What's really nice too, though, is if they found a way to destroy this before they destroy this, this goes to the grave. This can add this back because this is a water, so it's pretty cool. Recyclability in that regard. But
and then usually, if you have this first turn, you're gonna search out the one of the Dark Reef.
Yeah.
And then for turn on your opponent's turn, you'll bring out Mega Fortress Whale.
Yeah, and then blow up the board.
Yeah.
Which normally their board probably kind of small anyways because they're only locked in to only have one non-water monster and they got to deal with two negates and then whatever this does.
Protects spells and traps, and then if they attack into him, it's going to pop their card.
Yeah. So moral of the story is this is very good. It's like goes and match on legs. It's big, and then two negates, and then this can provide follow-up, and then next turn you just push for game.
Yeah. I will be honest, even though you run Legendary Ocean, you almost never want it on board. If you put it on board, you're using it to activate Fish Sonar, or using it to resolve
probably until you get access to this.
Yes, until you get access to Sea Stealth. Because if you have Ocean on board, you cannot XZ summon, you can't Synchro summon. So you just have to remember that because it's going to decrease all your water monsters by one. Unless you do the Shark package, so, which does come up a lot.
Well, all right, man. It's nice to finally have you on the channel. Comment down below if you want to know, see the full side deck or whatever when he finally gets it done, and let us know what you want to see next, and we'll have him on the channel when he gets his next deck. His next deck's in the mail, so we'll have him on there for too long because I know you all will definitely want to see that. Stay tuned for that. No spoilers, but it's definitely his next deck's definitely going to be a good deck in the upcoming format. But with that being said, guys, it's your boy Brennan, aka Drip, and the rest of Team DD. We signing out from Paradise. Peace.